Well, hello, everyone. It's Super Jesus Jackson back at it again with yet another video. This time, we're talking John Mayer, specifically the top 5 John Mayer choruses. Now, you might be like, dude, what the hell? How can you narrow down such an iconic repertoire of songs down to just the 5 best choruses? Is that even possible? Well, yes, it is, because thankfully, opinions are subjective. Now, with that being said, make no mistake, this is the definitive list. Look, John Mayer is one of the greatest songwriters in the history of music. That's right, I said it. And narrowing down his music is extremely difficult because, honestly, pretty much 90% of what the guy writes is like gold. Anyone would be satisfied if they even wrote or come up with any one track from the majority of his repertoire. But let's get right into it, shall we? Before we do, though, make sure to give this video a like if you like, and let me know what other top 5 videos you would like me to do next. Or top 10 lists, if that's your thing, or top 13, top 14. I've seen a couple of those videos on YouTube where it's like just this random number. I'm like, all right, man, you do whatever you want. Now, like any top whatever list worth their salt, you gotta have an honorable mention somewhere in there. I chose 2. I feel like I could have chosen more, but that would be, I think, diluting the importance of the section itself and the list thereafter. Not to mention that I think it's important to highlight various eras in Mayer's discography. So, my first honorable mention is, can you guess it? I'll give you a hint. Let's say I would like for you to take me to the beach. I want to forget everything important. I just want to enjoy myself, maybe even be a little wild. So won't you just
carry me away, carry me away, carry me away.
That's right, Carry Me Away, the sob rock version. This song's chorus sounds like exactly what it's talking about. The instrumentation is extremely reverberated, very 80s production sounding, it's huge, it's breezy. Imagine playing this song while driving a beautiful Corvette on a long stretch of road next to the beach. The top off, of course, or the hood as some of you call it. Your hair blowing in the wind.
Carry me away, carry me away.
Now, like many of John's great choruses, it's not very complicated. Carry me away, carry me away, carry me away. But it sounds effortless, and that's what the lyrics are saying, right? Something so beautiful that carries you away like the wind. It's light, but powerful at the same time. I think it's genius. All right, second honorable mention. Look, I'm pretty straight edge. I don't drink no tequila, no bourbon, not even whiskey, but I do drink water. I mean, that should kind of give it away.
Whiskey, 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 water, 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 sleep.
John Mayer's Whiskey, Whiskey, Whiskey. This chorus again highlights the power of simplicity in John Mayer's songwriting. And I think this is as simple as you can get. It's pretty much just 2 words. Yes, there is sleep and wake up, shake it off, and repeat, which is great subtle rhyming, by the way. But, overall, just 2 words. It's really the melody. Whiskey, 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 water, 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 sleep. And then, of course, the suave way that he sings it, the repetition of the words, whiskey, water, that really bring the literal meaning and story of the song to fruition.
Whiskey, 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 wake up, shake it off, and repeat.
I also love how, even if it's not whiskey, in our own lives, we can replace whatever vice or depression we want with whiskey, and the song is just as powerful. The chorus here really encapsulates the feeling of monotony and the depression that can manifest in one's own life. All right, that does it for the honorable mentions. Now to talk about the actual top 5. The top 5 best John Mayer chorus is one of his greatest hits, and it shows how great he is with mirroring the storytelling he infuses in his lyrics with the melody.
Father's bigger to your daughters. Daughters will love like you do.
You know I had to put this one in here. That's right, John Mayer's Daughters. The whole song is great, the verses, but that chorus, man. That chorus, it just has a perfect sense of storytelling. Just hear how it begins.
Fathers, be good to your daughters. Daughters will love like you do.
Then there's tension.
Girls become lovers who turn into mothers.
And then it resolves.
So mothers, be good to your daughters too.
And of course, the lyrics are the frosting, and it goes perfectly with the journey that he goes on melodically. He's talking about the cycle of the development of a woman in her biological circle. And like a circle, there is a beginning point, it journeys, and then it resolves. At the same time, it's a circle though, so it ends up where it started. And when you think of the lyrics, John talks about elements that affect other things and how you have to be careful with each element because if you mess up, the next generation of daughters will go through the same problem. So, like a circle, if that makes sense. And it's really this simplicity, but at the same time, this nuance that makes John Mayer one of the best. The number 4 best John Mayer chorus is, believe it or not, one of the first John Mayer songs I ever heard.
Oh, honey, it's just a wave, it's just a wave.
Emoji of a Wave is one of those songs where the chorus is magnificent and like other songs on this list, has a beautiful lyrical and melodic journey that begins, goes through tension, and resolves. I mean, just hear the picking of the guitar.
I know that when it comes, I just hold on.
This whole chorus is like a wave. Wouldn't you believe it? However, this is like the one song that you can't really listen to without the context of the amazing pre-chorus that builds up to it. Again, like a wave. Gosh, the harmonies are just beautiful, and Mayer's melody that takes us to the chorus.
It breaks my heart.
And while you're here with Emoji of a Wave, check out a little video I made about the song. It's from a little series that I used to do, wish I could do a little bit more often. It's called Art Wave. And I don't know, it's kind of a different type of video. Just check it out. The number 3 best John Mayer chorus is, it rhymes with crayon, so give it your best guess.
She's always buzzing just like neon, neon.
See, this chorus you might be like, super melodically, there's not a lot going on. He's just going like, neon, neon. What's so special about that? Not to mention there's not very much lyrics to the chorus. But that's why it's awesome. Think of an actual neon sign, right? Some of them flicker very quickly, usually when they're not working. But if they're working, depending on their setting, they flash and they go dark and then they flash again. The chorus is literally a neon sign.
Who knows how long, how long, how long?
His rhyme scheme, too, is subtly awesome. Neon, neon, who knows how long, how long? It all rhymes and goes in line with the repetitious nature of the neon sign theme. And then honestly, the bass line, drums, the groove, everything else is just a plus with this chorus. I also think it's really cool that the verses have more melody and lyrics going on with it, but yet the chorus still hits. And that's particularly because of the texture that's added to it with the guitars underneath, sort of supplying this bed of sound compared to the verses. Not to mention the bass comes alive in the chorus really well too. The number 2 best John Mayer chorus, we're almost there, is
Stop this train, I wanna get off and go home again.
Stop This Train. That's right. You probably are not surprised that this one is on the list. This one, again, has that melodic journey, and it complements the lyrical narrative of the song so well. There's the beginning, the rising, the tension, and then release. Stop this train, I wanna get off and go home again. I can't take the speed it's moving in. I know I can, but honestly, won't someone stop this train? In this little chorus, these 5 lines of lyrics, we get a story, a fully realized story with all the movements needed. It's brilliant. And you can't really understand the melodic tension and journey just by hearing the vocal melody. You have to hear the chords, the notes of the guitar, how they change. They really are the change of direction to the chorus. Both of the lyrics, Go Home Again and The Speed It's Moving In, have the same vocal melody, but it's the music underneath that changes and moves the story. It gives it that tension.
I wanna get off and go home again. I can't take the speed it's moving in.
And of course, the whole song has this train-esque rhythm to it, which really is the cherry on top, while at the same time being the cake part of the cake, But here we are, the top 1 best, that sounds so weird, top 1, do they say it like that? Do people say it like that? The top first? The top John Mayer chorus? I don't know. It's the first one, the top 1. It sounds so bizarre. The greatest chorus in John Mayer's discography. Here it is. John Mayer's 3x5, I think, is his absolute greatest song. His magnum opus, if you will. It's the type of song that only a few people in this world get to write every so often. This is John Mayer at his prime, and yet he was only going to go higher than here. This chorus, like Stop This Train, and again, like so many of his other songs, has that melodic and lyrical journey. It starts, right? Which, by the way, the lead up to it is fantastic, like Emoji of a Wave. But it begins, and then it goes into, you should have seen that sunrise with your eyes. And that lyric, met with that vocal melody, along with the instrumentation, is just bliss.
Say you should have seen that sunrise with your own eyes.
And then, You'll Be With Me Next Time I Go Outside. Just no more 3x5s. The melody, the rhyme, the journey of the chorus to the end there is beautiful.
You'll be with me next time I go outside. No more 3x5.
I also think the chord progression of this song is a big standout here. It has this beauty and tension to it. You can really hear it more in the acoustic version of the song.
Should have seen that sunrise with your own eyes that brought me back to life.
Look, none of this stuff that I just talked about is unique to Mayer. He's not the only one to do it, but he's just really, really good at it. But at the same time, this type of songwriting is just not very common anymore. I mean, for example, his melodic storytelling ability, his ability to create a melody that really sounds like it has a beginning, a middle, climax, and an end. I mean, obviously a lot of older songs can have this type of storytelling aspect to it. And definitely a lot of modern songs have that as well, but I just don't really think it's that common anymore. And look, I'm not really going to go through examples here. Many choruses are great, and when they begin and when they end. And they can be really incredible. But to create a chorus where you can really feel the evolution of the melody, it's really special. And, I think he's also one of the only artists where his lyrics make the chorus better. He pays attention so much to the lyrical narrative of his songs and choruses where they create this genius synergy. Take a song like Espresso, for example, even though I said I wasn't going to provide examples. A song that I love. The end of the chorus is not different at all. It's like 50% of the chorus. Now he's thinking about me, thinking about oh, da-da-dee-da-dee-doo, ba-da-dee-doo, da-da-da-doo, da-da-dee-dee-da-dee-doo, ba-da-da-dee, da-da-da-doo, da-da-da-dee-da-dee-doo, ba-da-da-dee. You get it. It's just no one does it like John. Anyway, that was my top 5 greatest John Mayer choruses of all time, at least so far, with a couple of honorable mentions. Question is, though, do you agree with my list? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comment section below. We can have a very constructive discussion down there. If you heavily disagree with me, please let me know. Just, try not to be mean. Maybe you can also let me know what your list is. Please give the video a like if you liked, dislike it if you didn't. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this content. Share with your John Mayer loving friends if you will. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you, you beautiful creature. But I think that's it for me. You all take care, stay safe, and until next time, I love you.